Yes, dear viewers, good afternoon to you all, and welcome to you once again today's live show organized by Prominent Consultant. And you know that every day we are doing lives with our all partner universities, and because we are staying in home, definitely we are feeling, that sometimes we are feeling negative, but world is very positive, and world wants to move. They don't want to stop in home. So as Prominent Consultant is working with so many universities from different countries, and INTI International University is one of them from Malaysia, which is a very fantastic international university. I would say one of the best university, private universities in Malaysia, without any doubt. And the thing is that today we have a live session with one of this fantastic university from Malaysia, and we have three special guests from this university. Actually, we have Brandon, who is the international director of this university. We have Kelvin, international manager, and of course we have Ili, who is education counselor. So welcome you all to this live session, Brandon, Kelvin, and Ili. So Brandon, Kelvin, Ili, would you please say hello to our viewers and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Brandon from INTI International University and Colleges. Welcome to this session, and I hope you are enjoying the session, and hopefully three of us can give you some valuable information for you to digest, and hopefully this information can help you to choose your tertiary education more accurate and better for you to actually choose the right college in Malaysia.
Exactly. Kelvin, I think you can say something. Yes.
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Kelvin Liu. I'm actually the sales manager of INTI International University and Colleges in Malaysia. So basically, I'm covering Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Maldives, as well as Sri Lanka. So do welcome your questions. If anything you want to ask, please feel free to raise your question, and then we try our very best to assist you with your questions and clear your doubts.
Thank you so much. Ili, would you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Ili Sadiq, and I'm the education counselor from INTI International University and Colleges, Malaysia. We hope the session today will be a fruitful one, and we will be happy to assist you for any queries that you will have today.
Exactly. And dear viewers, I'd like to say one important thing, that if you're watching this live video, please share this video in your timeline, so the people who are interested, who are connected with you, who are interested for Malaysia, they will be benefited, because this live session will be for 1 hour long, and definitely it will be completely informative session, and it will be in our timeline, in our page, in our YouTube channel. So anytime you can watch this video to know more about INTI International University. So Kelvin, Brandon, before starting the important topics, shall we start a video? Shall we have a video of INTI International University? Fantastic video.
Yeah, sure. Let's play the video.
Good to go.
Thank you so much. Let's have the video. And this video, actually, it's a fantastic video made by INTI International University. So let's have the video first. Yes, actually, it's a fantastic video by the that it shows everything of the campus, and we can see that the campus is so diverse. There are a lot of students from different countries, and amazing. And we can see that it is 99% job, that employment ratio of INTI graduates, which is a very attractive thing. So far, I believe. So Kelvin, we'd like to start with you. That the first thing that that there are a lot of destinations for higher studies, including UK, USA, Canada, Australia, Europe. So Malaysia is in Asia, and definitely it's very close to our country. So why people should consider Malaysia as their higher studies?
Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you, Saali, who bring this INTI college to you instead of bringing you to INTI. Thank you for sharing the video. Okay, first of all, I would like to brief you all a little bit about this INTI University. So just for your information, that INTI actually we have 6 campuses across the whole Malaysia. So we have more than 34 years in this country. And then we also have more than 450 industry partners nationwide. Then currently we serve around 17,000 students in INTI. So 70,000 graduates who lives we have found touch. Okay, to touch on that, we have the campuses, 6 campuses. Just to brief you, let you know that where is the 6 campuses in Malaysia. So the first one, actually, we do have one INTI University, which is set within 82 acres of landscape grounds. The university is located in the vibrant town of Putra Nilai, Negeri Sembilan. For those who know Malaysia, Negeri Sembilan is one of the state. This place is some of the most popular university and colleges located there. So as a result, the town is occupied by students from all over the world. Students from over 30 countries can be seen in Nilai. So this is Nilai campus. So as for these INTI International colleges in Subang, so these Subang campuses has all the hallmarks of a city campus. It is equipped with cutting-edge facilities and amenities. So it's a very good mix of city and suburban living. So as for this INTI college in KL is in the heart of the Malaysia's business capital. So it's very much suitable for those who are looking forward to study in the city life environment. Okay, as for this Sabah, which is located at the East Malaysia, we also do have one, which is around 10.3 kilometers away from the Kota Kinabalu airport. So that's one of our campus in East Malaysia. So then the other one, Penang, up North Peninsular Malaysia. We also have one campus over there, which is was set at the beautiful parkland setting of Bukit Jambu's educational township. So this Penang Island also has a nickname, so-called Pearl of the Orient, which is famous of his beaches and food paradise. So go back to just now the questions mentioned by Syed, why Malaysia? So Malaysia basically, like just now Syed Lee already mentions, because geographically is very close to Bangladesh. And then I would say that the culture-wise also very much suitable. A lot of the culture which is similar in Malaysia. They also can find a lot of the Bangladeshi in Malaysia living here. So that is why I think that Bangladeshi, a lot of y'all like to study in Malaysia. Okay.
Exactly, and I like to add some more things. See, definitely it's very close to our country, and the weather is quite similar. The food also quite similar. They can actually adjust very quickly. And the main plus point is there are a huge Bangladeshi community over there, and this is very true that the maximum number of Bangladeshis are going to Malaysia rather than other countries. And Malaysia has the maximum Bangladeshi students in their country. And some things actually we need to discuss about Malaysia because Malaysia is so affordable country. If I compare with Canada, Australia, UK, I mean their tuition fees is like that the double, triple, or 4 times than more than Malaysian fees. And of course, the living expenses is 10 times lower than those countries, because if you would like to study in UK, it costs near about, you know, that I can say £1,000 or 600, 700,000 pounds you need to bear. But in Malaysia, it's just Bangladeshi taka 15 to 20,000 taka you can afford yourself. So in terms of the budget, it is very budget friendly, and you can easily adjust very close. Weather is very fantastic. So in all observations, Malaysia could be a better destination. But the education quality is definitely the world-class education quality, because Malaysia runs the international quality degree. That's the main thing, that those who don't have enough budget like for studying in Canada, Australia, they can easily do that kind of courses in Malaysia itself, which is very important. And there is no such visa rejection for Malaysia as well. No sponsorship is required. So everything is very fantastic for Malaysia and comfortable. So Kelvin, you already have explained about the university, about the campuses. So I would like to say there are a lot of universities. Like if you say about private, public, there are a lot of universities in Malaysia. And they're top ranked university, because people, when they choose in university, they always think for the ranking, because we usually get, when we tell okay fine, INTI could be best option for you, then always they're asking that what's the ranking of this university, why should I consider this university. Actually, these are the real time question we are facing, so that we need to be clear. And what is the difference? I mean, why INTI could be little bit different than other universities? Why INTI has, what are the key points? What are the unique points of INTI? Would you please explain this? Kelvin.
Okay. Yeah, Ili, can you help me answer this?
Right. Okay. To answer to your questions, oh, I'm so sorry. Hello, everyone. I'm just so sorry. Okay, hello, everyone. Hi, viewers. Okay. So to answer to your questions, okay, I will say that INTI are one of the most respected and trusted name in the private higher education, since like what Kelvin mentioned, that we have been established for the past 34 years. And in terms of ranking, if you ask, for last year, 2019, we earned 5 stars in QS World Ranking in terms of our employability, our facilities, and also our inclusiveness. So inclusiveness meaning in terms of our programs that we offer, which I think I will touch that later on in terms of diverse range of programs that we are collaborating with. So this is one of the reasons why INTI, and beside, of course, in terms of employability, I mean, for all you viewers, you have watched our video just now, I will explain more detail in terms of our employability, what is our 99%, 91%, and the 60% meant to us. So I will explain it more detail along the way. So I hope by the end of the session, we will get a bigger picture on why INTI compared to other universities.
Okay. So, but I can say one thing compared to other universities. I have a answer for INTI. Like INTI has most popular international degree program. I mean, the collaboration program with the different foreign universities, which is a very unique point of INTI, and with very affordable budget. And I think the most diverse campus, one of the most diverse campus, because in Malaysia all university campuses are not such kind of diverse. So that could be a unique point of INTI. So far I know, I mean, I have seen, so far I have seen. So Brandon, I'll go to Brandon for one question. Like how many students are pursuing their higher studies in all campuses, and how many of them are international, and from how many countries? Okay, and how is your class sizes, like student and faculty ratio?
Okay, before I answer the question that you asked me just now, I would just want to highlight some of the points that you mentioned before that. You know, the why INTI? You know, I would say, you know, why the student want to choose INTI rather than those higher ranking university in Malaysia. So that's the reason why we actually name ourselves International University. The name tells it all, no? Because we are actually the expert in training and also in actually to accept the students from all over the world. More than 99 countries all over the world. We have students from all over the world to come in and study. So when they come, they basically are from different kind of background, different kind of education level. So after they graduate, they have improved, become a much better person. So that is something that we are focusing all this year, and we have been doing all this year to actually give the quality education and also the extra mile to actually take care of the students. Especially we know that, understand that when a student come all the way from their home countries to study in Malaysia, we need to take care of them. So that is why I would say we are the expert in handling and also to train foreign students from all over the world. Yeah, so that is the main reason. And then of course, for some of the programs later, I think Ili and Kelvin will be touching on also to tell the students which one is the best program that we actually offer to the students, especially like the AEP and UCA transfer program, where they can actually spend a very affordable price, and they can get a very high quality qualification from our international business partner. Yep. So come back to your question, yeah. I mean, how many students that we are serving now in all around the campuses? That I will know. I think Ili will have a better answer because she is the most experienced counselor here among us. So she'll be able to tell you the accurate answer. How many students that we're serving now?
Let's go back to
the class size. Exactly, Ili, please to you.
Sure, I'll be very happy to answer that. Okay, Syed, to answer your question, currently in our campus, all 6 campuses, we have about 18,000 students currently in all campuses. The biggest number for students in the campus definitely will be in our university. INTI University, we have about 6,000 plus students, and then for our Subang campus, will be about 4,000 plus. So these 2 campuses, why I mention only about these 2 campuses, because these are the 2 campuses that are more popular among Bangladeshi students. And also per classes, since we want to maintain a very good outcome of the students, our classes are limited to about 25 to 30 students per classes, so that students will benefit and enjoy a one-on-one session with the lecturers as well.
Exactly, which is very important, because if the class size are more, then it will be very tough for students to interact with the professor. So class size is always small. It's always preferable. And among all these campuses, I think Nilay and the Subang campus is the most popular because of the location. So how far is the Subang campus from KL Center? From the city center?
Okay, Subang in Malaysia, we have a lot of, what we call that medium of transportation that the students can choose. If you go by car, it's about half an hour away, depending on the traffic as well. But Kuala Lumpur traffic is not as bad as in Bangla, in Dhaka traffic, yeah. So if I say about 30 minutes, it's definitely 30 minutes traffic.
Dhaka traffic is a but you know that Dhaka traffic is a part of our culture, so don't underestimate.
Yes, I truly enjoy it, but I truly enjoy it. But I love Dhaka. I've been there, so I truly understand that. But in Malaysia, it's somehow, even though we say traffic, but it's still a movable traffic. So approximately it's about 30 minutes by car, and if you go by train, because there's about 26 stations the stops, it will be about 1 hour plus.
Okay. So now we'll start talking about the courses. So far I know that INTI offers foundation program. After class 10 diploma, they are offering, like after class 12 you have bachelor, you have master's program. I think you also have PhD courses as well. So would you please explain about all these courses, and of course the subject name, what are the program you are offering, and what are the best part of INTI, which programs are most popular in INTI, and you have the best outcome from those programs?
Okay, so this is going to be a longer session for me to talk, so bear with me.
You are a counselor. definitely this is the right time to counsel all our
Yes.
students.
All right. So, INTI has a strategic partnership with some of the leading universities in the world to give the students the edge to success. All right. At INTI, we divided our program into three different categories. So we have a franchise program, we have a dual award program, and as well as we have an articulation program. So, what do we mean by our franchise program? So for franchise program, we have few partners. I mean, if you see from our prospectus, our flyers, and etc., we are partnering with three UK university, which is University of Hertfordshire, Coventry University, and Sheffield Hallam University. For Australia, we have Torrens University, which is the Blue Mountain University, as well as Swinburne University of Technology. And from USA, we have Southern New Hampshire University. So what do we mean by franchise program? It means student has the flexibility either to complete the entire 3 years degree in Malaysia and get a single degree award, or they can do 2 years in Malaysia and 1 year in our partner universities in the respective countries, either in UK, Australia, or USA. So this is what we mean by a franchise program. And franchise program, we have a range of programs such as like business program, computer science, hospitality definitely, and also arts and design. So this is where where students can opt to fully stay in Malaysia or do a transfer program. And the fees range for franchise program will be about about 82,000 ringgit to 84,000 ringgit for a 3 years duration. I'm so sorry, I'm not an expert in Taka, Bangladeshi Taka, so hopefully Syed will be able to convert.
It's coming near about 16 to 17 lakh.
Yes, yes, for that. And what do we mean by a dual award program? So for a dual award program, we only have two partners, which is University of Hertfordshire and University of Hertfordshire and Coventry University. So for a dual award program, students are not allowed to transfer. They have to complete the entire degree in Malaysia and get a degree from INTI University as well as from Hertfordshire or Coventry. So it's a dual syllabus. It means the syllabus that the students will be learning is incorporated by INTI as well as Hertfordshire or Coventry. So for this program, we have range like engineering program, we have IT programs, we have business programs as well, like accounting and finance, and then we have mass communication as well like traditional Chinese medicine, biotech, and etc. For articulation program, it means compulsory for students to transfer. There is no option for them to stay back. So this is come to the point where you mentioned just now, Syed, where students who wants to go to Canada, but maybe they can't afford to pay a fully fees in Canada due to the huge fees expenses. So they can go to our articulation program. And for articulation program, the most popular program will be our American degree transfer program, where students can opt to do either 1 year Malaysia, 3 years abroad, or 2 years Malaysia, 2 years abroad. When I say abroad, they can transfer to US, Canada, Australia, UK, New Zealand, as well as China. And for viewers who are not well aware, INTI International University and colleges are part of the Laureates Groups of Education, which is owned by under the US government. So for students who are doing our American degree transfer program, if they want to transfer to part of our partners universities in US, some of the universities, they get to pay in the local state fees. And in US itself, we have about 253 universities that we are partnering with, Ivy League and non-Ivy League universities. So in terms of our programs, these are the categories that INTI have, and which again answer to the question why INTI, because we have a very wide range of universities, and we are the most have the most partners universities compared to other universities in Malaysia.
Exactly, exactly. And I mean, the programs you have said, all of the programs they can join, I think, after class 12. But you have some foundation courses and diploma courses as well. The people who have completed class 10 or SSC or O level, so they can join the foundation program, start with the
Yes.
foundation or diploma, and they can start the bachelor, right? So, what kind of
Yes.
foundation program and diploma program you have?
Okay, so for foundation program, we only have three categories of foundation, which is foundation in business information technology, foundation in arts, and foundation in science. So, of course, the specialization that they want to go through, example, if students want to do law, they will have to do foundation in arts before they can proceed to our UK degree transfer law, for example. And for students who, for example, want to do computer science, they can do foundation in science and then progress to our bachelor's in computer science or IT. Or also, they can straight away go to AUP after year 10. But for Bangladeshi students, your matric is divided into two, if I'm not mistaken. One is the madrasa and one is the local board, if I'm not mistaken. So for those that coming from madrasa, they are not allowed to go directly to AUP. But for the one that's coming from the local board, they are allowed to go directly to go to our American degree transfer program if they are looking to settle abroad. I mean, in US, Canada, after their.
In American degree, I mean ADP program, suppose some student has completed not madrasa board, like that is called, I think, dakhil, but if they complete SSC, like secondary school education, can they join directly to ADP, or it should be O levels only?
No, they if it's not from the madrasa board, then yes, they can join directly to our AUP, but they need to score 5 subject with GPA 2.0 or 5C in their SSC.
Okay, so both diploma and both SSC and O levels, both students can join your AUP courses, right?
Yes.
Directly, without having any foundation or diploma. Okay.
Yes.
So here people are confusing to apply to AUP because sometimes it is transferable. Definitely, it is 100% transferable to those US, Canada, or other countries. But about the visa matter, like if they don't get visa after 2 years, so then what they will do? How they will continue the further 2 years study? They can continue with you, or they need to transfer some other university. What will be the solution in that case?
All right. When they say they are unable to transfer, there's only 3 reasons if they are unable to transfer, and this is from our past records that we have. So, if students are unable to transfer, it's either they fail their GPA, because in order to transfer abroad, they must have a semester. Every semester, they must have a CGPA of 2.5. All right. So if they fail this, definitely they are not able to transfer. Secondly, their attendance. As an international student, they must have an 80% attendance in order for them to progress either abroad or even within the campus, I mean, in Malaysia itself. So if they fail that, of course, they're going to get rejected their visa. And thirdly, if they have any criminal records. So definitely when you have a criminal records, you won't be able to either progress in Malaysia or even to transfer to US or Canada. So only usually these 3 reasons why students are unable to transfer. But at INTI, so far, I don't see a huge percentage that students got rejected. I would say maybe within 5% of students who get rejected, it's either some of them, they have a financial constraint, or they have a problem with their attendance, maybe because they are unwell, or some incidents happens, and etc. So for these students who are unable to transfer, they will be able to transfer to our either the franchise program or our dual degree program. So we wouldn't leave them hanging without proper direction, even though they can't transfer to US or Canada. They still be able to continue to our dual award or franchise degree program.
Exactly, and I like to give the confidence to our viewers and students that as we are working with Canadian universities and Australian universities, I know the figure of their fees, so it's very high, pretty high. So dear students, I'd like to say that it's a very good option, very fantastic option designed by the Malaysian university, especially INTI AUP, where you can save 1/3 of your money in first year and second year, and you can save this money for your third year and fourth year when you will join to Canada. So Malaysia is such a place. In these 2 years, you can save just two-thirds of your total expenses. Like if it is cost like 20,000 in Canada per year, so you are expending here only, you know, that only maybe 5 to 7,000 Canadian dollars, something like that. So it's very affordable. So you can think of it, because sometimes you are worried about the fees of those countries. So Malaysia can be a starting platform, the best platform of your journey, and you can definitely. We always expect that you should be a graduate from USA, from UK, from Australia, from Canada. Definitely, we can expect that. Your dream can be higher, much higher, but definitely if you cannot afford from the beginning, so you can take the right track of Malaysia, and which is the INTI offering. So, I mean, what about the post-graduation program? I mean, including masters and PhD. What are the options?
Okay, for master's program, we are currently having 4 master's program. We have definitely MBA, which students can choose either to do earn the master's degree from INTI, Hertfordshire, or even from conventional universities. We have masters in information system, masters in information technology, as well as masters in education management. So far these are the 4 masters program. And for PhD program, you only have 3 PhD program, which is PhD in applied science, PhD in management, and as well as PhD in science. I can't truly remember the terms, but yes, we do not have a very luxurious options of masters and PhD program. This is because usually for PhD programs, students prefer to go to the local university because their research are stronger.
Yes.
Their research are stronger, and INTI is not a research university.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So these are the only options of masters and PhD we have currently at INTI. And
Yes,
for
and
students who have done bachelor's from Bangladesh, of course, the requirement will be CGPA 2.5 and above in order for them to be eligible for our master's program. And PhD
pretty higher.
definitely.
Requirement is pretty high.
Yes,
3.5.
CGPA 2.5. Yes. And also for PhD, definitely we will need to see their proposal, and it depends on their supervisor as well.
Exactly. So I would like to say our viewers, see, INTI is not a research university. It's completely a skill-based learning university. That's why their percentage of, I mean, the employment ratio is 99%, which is, I mean, damn outstanding without any doubt, because they are focusing on the skill-based learning, so that people are ready for job just after graduation. So this is a very unique point of INTI, because they are building up you through your skill development, so that you can be doing well in your job market, you can get job immediately. That's the motto of INTI. So the people who you are looking for a skill-based learning, I mean career-based learning, so definitely job-oriented learning, definitely INTI could be a best platform. So Ili, we would like to, I mean, we already came to know about your courses and the programs you're offering, but in the programs section, I have a specific question to you. The question is like, you know that the people are thinking in that way, like the franchisee program, about the franchisee program, that suppose you're offering a course of Swinburne University of Technology, right? But it is in Australia, but they're thinking about the quality. I mean, how we will maintain the quality of those universities degree, because they have a different professors, different lab. So how it could be done in that perfect way in Malaysia? So that's why maybe the cost is low. So what do you say about that?
All right. Thank you, Said, for that question. That's a very good question, which students or parents usually ask as well. Okay. For our franchise program, meaning from our 3, 4, 5, 6 universities that we are partnering from UK, Australia, and even from US, this program, since it's a single degree award, meaning students will graduate with that particular university. So, example, I take from Hertfordshire universities. Yeah, students are doing 3+0 business administration programs from Hertfordshire. So, University of Hertfordshire will monitor closely in terms of our lectures, assessment, grading, exams, and even course content, because the course content that the students will be studying in at INTI Malaysia is exactly the same as the students in Hertfordshire, UK. So there is no difference between the students who are doing Hertfordshire program in Malaysia and the one who are doing it in the UK. And the faculty from the UK will access our students closely. If I'm not mistaken, they will do it twice. No, sorry. Twice a month. Yeah, twice a month, and even the exam papers are exactly the same as in the UK. So the quality control that we have here at INTI as well and from our partners universities are quite strong for this. So that the students will experience the same learning and outcome together with the
Okay.
students from the
Sometimes,
faculty.
sometimes do you hire some guest lecturer from those countries? I mean, or the professors from Malaysian itself, they are doing the classes, they are conducting the classes. Sometimes you
Uh,
hire the guest lecturer from those countries, lecturers.
yeah, so that's why sometimes we have also classes that has to be late in the evening because our lecturers from Hertfordshire, UK will be up online with the students. That's another one more method. And I think they will come to Malaysia twice or thrice a year to roll reverse with our lecturers here in Malaysia as well.
Okay, so there is no issue of compromising the quality by
No,
INTI. So the quality will be ensured. So that's
yeah.
how you would say it. Okay, thank you so much because it's a very important question, and we have a question which is a very common question actually. Like that I am just showing you that question. Always, if would you like to talk about the part-time jobs in Malaysia for foreign students? So, though I know very well about part-time jobs, but Ili, would you please explain this matter?
Okay. I think this is the best platform for me to explain about part-time job. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think you are aware about it, but maybe some points that I will clarify here will add values to it. Okay. I wouldn't say that we do not have a part-time job. We do have a part-time job in Malaysia, yeah, where students can do a part-time job in Malaysia. Even if you check into our EMGS website, it's clearly stated that international students can do a part-time job as long as they have a break more than 7 days and they can work for 22 hours per week. All right. But of course, I understand the point coming from students from South Asian countries. They would want to support themselves in terms of their entertainment, food, or even at least their
Living
accommodation.
expenses.
Yes,
Yes.
accommodation rent, right? But in Malaysia, it's totally different compared to abroad. Okay, let me give you an example. Students in the UK per week, they have classes only twice or thrice a week. So let's say they have Monday to Wednesday classes. The remaining days they are free. I mean, of course, they do have assignments and etc. But basically, they are free for that. So that is why they are able to do part-time job because they can spare at least another 3 days for them to work and then 1 day for them to do revision or assignments and etc. And cost of living in the UK are very expensive. So that's why you need extra income to support you. However, in Malaysia, we do not have the luxury to have classes only twice or thrice a day. You have classes from Monday till Friday, and your time will be fully occupied for that. So you don't even have the time to think to work part time because by the end of the week, you're already tired, exhausted, and you need a time for yourself, to do some activities, example, maybe shopping, sports, and etc. Because weekdays you're fully occupied. And another thing is cost of living in Malaysia is very, very affordable. So I don't think there is a reason for you to work part time for that. But however, some of students will say, "Oh no, we want to work part time and everything." I mean, even in the university itself, we do have like part time jobs that students can. I mean, it's not for everyone, of course. we have to come for interviews and etc. This is a way that how we support international students that really need the support to do so. But trust me, once you're in Malaysia, you wouldn't even think about want to get a part-time job in Malaysia, because you will the lifestyle, the cost of living are actually, for me personally, it's way more cheaper than in Bangladesh. That's my personal reason, because I've been there, I've observed this trends and everything. So yeah, that's my answer for part-time job. So the culture
Okay.
difference between abroad and
Exactly. I would like to add something with you. Like, say, I mean, if you calculate the figure of living expenses in UK, so as I told you that it's Bangladeshi taka if I compare, so it's like 70 to 80,000 taka, and whereas in Malaysia it's like 20,000 taka. So you know that one fourth, I would say one fourth. So that's why in UK or Australia it is required, part-time job is required, because parents they won't be able to provide such kind of big amount every month, right? So it is required. But in Malaysia actually, because the amount they're spending in Malaysia, same amount they're spending in Dhaka, so it doesn't matter, you know.
yes,
So but what will happen if they don't look for the part-time jobs? So definitely if they invest properly their mind, their effort, their time to the study, then immediately after graduation they will get the job, a lucrative job, and they can recover their study cost within a year. It doesn't matter, just you need to keep patience for some times, right? So I
um,
have seen that if students are looking for part-time jobs in Malaysia, because I have seen they are not regular in studies, and after 1 year they have dropped out from the university. So what is the
yes.
use of doing this?
And I have a point to add to this part-time job questions that the students ask, and I think this is related to in terms of our employability rate. Yeah, at INTI, employability of our students are our main priority, because this, I think, I believe, for students, for parents, they are looking into employability post-graduation. So example, from the video that you have watched earlier, you have seen our statistics of 99% of our students, graduates, get a job within 6 months of graduation, 91% are paid higher, and 60% even get a job before they graduate. And this percentage or figure, we do not pluck it from sky. Yeah? So it is validated by BDO, which is one of the biggest auditing firm in the world. They validate the percentage itself. So few initiatives that INTI took to able to get this high percentage. Number one is towards our internship. At INTI, internship is compulsory, starting from diploma up to bachelor degree program. So for diploma, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 12 weeks, and for degree program, it's about 16 to 18 weeks. It depends on companies and depends on the duration of what they offer. So internship, it's 100% guaranteed for you, and again, it's a paid internship. There's no internship that you go that you do it for free. I mean, in this
Oh,
current
great! Wow,
situation,
great!
no one do it for free. Yeah, so it's a paid internship. And another advantage about INTI is that all this are prepared by we have a dedicated team at the career service that will help our students to get the internship. We prepare them from their resume, how they do their internship, what need to be done, what not to be done. We prepare them from A to Z for the internship. And we maintain the contact even after they complete the internship. We will make sure that they will always communicate with their companies so that they have a proper networking channel in order for them to get a job after post graduation. Another alternative or what we call instant initiative that we took in terms of our real employers project. So like Kelvin mentioned earlier, we are working with more than 450 multinational companies. So for employers project, again, it is compulsory, but it is at the last semester of your degree year, where you will be solving or working on a real life uh, problem. So example, I will be able to give you example Dell. Dell released a laptop that maybe has a faulty in the system, hence they are unable to market it outside, right? So they will recruit the students from INTI, including the lecturers, to prepare them a proposal on how to solve this problem. And when the students have come up with a proposal, they will present it directly to the CEO of the company, nothing less than that. So you see, when they present it to the CEO of the company, the feelings are different. So our students will be much more prepared, matured in handling this kind of presentation. So this is again where the statistic of 60% of our students come up due to the employee project. Again, employee project are paid employees.
Exactly. I think Ili, just I need to, because we have some more parts as well we need to discuss. But what
Sure.
I'd like to finish this part here itself. Like, people are asking about the ranking, about the so many things they're asking, but they need to choose their university according to their background. See, university, suppose if you are choosing a ranking university, and if in the classroom there are 500 students and you are not such a student that you can easily capture all the things among all 500 students, then you will be a loser, even though you are studying in a top ranking university, because the job will not be given to you because you have done a degree from a top rank university but you don't know anything, right? So students always have to choose those universities who are really grooming students in a proper way for their future jobs. So that's very important, that's the very vital thing that students should consider, because ranking, this tag, this signboard will not give me a job. The job I'll be getting because of through my skills, pure skills. That, so as you said, that the internship you are doing, I mean, every program you have internship which is compulsory. So the internship is something like that, which is a real time experience, which is a real life experience, and they are getting an opportunity to connect with the to connect with the companies before they graduate. They are connecting with the companies, so that if the company feels comfortable, if the company feels that okay, this candidate could be a suitable candidate for our future project, so they will be hired easily. So that's the thing. So that's how actually sometimes I know that I fail to make them understand. Don't go for ranking. You just think about that, how you will be getting the things properly. If you cannot, I mean, if you don't, I mean, if you see the top ranking university, you must be agree with me that their class size is too much bigger, 200, 300 students in a classroom, and so there is no one-to-one session as well.
Yeah, totally agree, Shai. You bring up a very good point. For me, it's a very common question being asked. What's your ranking? Why do INTI doesn't have any ranking? I must I take this opportunity to let the viewers know that ranking, I think is something, but I would say it's not everything about when you come to choose college. So I know. Let me ask this question to all the students and parents here. Why do you actually go to colleges and go for this higher education industry? Because I think the ultimate goal that you want is actually to get a job. You see, so we INTI, the top priority is nothing less than that. We are actually preparing our students to get the job before they graduate. That is our main priority, and I think that is the main differentiator compare to others university where they're actually shouting out their rankings. But at the end of the day, unless you're telling me you are from Oxford, Cambridge, and all this university, but I think other than that, the employees and the bosses will look at your ranking, and they won't base on this purely ranking to hire the students. So that's where we're coming from.
Yes, that's the thing. So Ili, now we'll go for that part of the entry requirements of all your programs. We have came to know about you are offering foundation, you are offering bachelor, you are offering master. So we'd like to know shortly about the admission requirement, entry requirement in terms of academic average, and also the English proficiency test score. You need to switch on your mic.
I'm so sorry. Okay. For entry requirements, I will start for foundation and diploma first before moving towards the degree program. So for foundation program, students coming from SSC will be able, SSC and O level will be able to apply as long as they have 5 Cs or 5 credits in their grades. Then they will be able to join our foundation. And for our diploma, they must have at least 3 credits, which is about, I think, GPA 3.0, between 2.0 to 3.0 GPA, they will be able to eligible for our diploma program. And for our American degree transfer program, if students coming from SSC non-madrasah board, they will be able to apply directly with 5 Cs, GPA 2.0 for each of the subject. Or they can apply to our American degree transfer using their HSC and also GDE with 2 subjects with GPA 3.0. And for all our degree program, it will be GPA 3.0 or 2 credits in order for them to eligible from HSC and GDE.
Okay, and for bachelor?
For bachelor's, for degree, I mean to master's program or bachelor's only?
For bachelor's, 3 years bachelor.
3 years bachelor's, like I mentioned just now, if coming from HSC or GDE, GDE will be GPA 3.0 in 2 subjects, and HSC will be 2 Cs in 2 subjects as well.
Okay, and you already have mentioned that for masters, everyone should have 3.5. What about the IELTS requirement?
Sorry, it's not 3.5, it's 2.5.
2.5, okay, then 50%.
Yes.
I mean, almost 50
yes.
to 55%.
About 8, yes.
Yeah, about, yes. So, I mean, what will be the IELTS requirement, and who can be getting the opportunity of IELTS waiver?
Okay. IELTS usually, definitely, if students coming from O-level or A-level background, as long as they have English in their O-level with C, grade C and above, definitely they will be waived from IELTS, right? But students who wants to apply using SSC or HSC or GDE, they will be able to provide. They will need to provide IELTS. I mean, from foundation ranging from 4.0 up till 6.5, depending on programs. But of course, if they scored a high English, let's say in HSC, maybe they get 80% or 85% and above in their English, then I think when you submit for the assessment, Kevin will be able to get an approval from the HOP to waive by providing the English proficiency letter.
Okay, and the people who have done their bachelor English medium, like the medium of institution was in English in bachelor program in Bangladesh. So, what do they require IELTS, or they can be waived?
They will be able to only provide the English proficiency letter, but again, it's case-to-case basis. But of course, like example, if they want to do MBA from Coventry, it is definitely compulsory for IELTS.
Okay, and you are accepting GED for your bachelor program, right? I mean, GED.
Yes, we do.
You do. And one thing I need to be clear, which is a very important thing from English medium background students, like after O levels, there are AS level and A2 level, right? The AS is the first year of higher secondary. The class 11, and A2 is the final year. So if someone is having no A2, just they have AS level, like 2 subjects or 3 subjects or 4 subjects, are you going to get admission of them in your bachelor if they have no A2 but AS they have?
No, we do not accept that. They have to complete complete A2 in order to be able to go to our bachelor's. If not, we will refer them back to their O level. Either they want to go to our AUP program, foundation, or diploma.
Okay. Or they can have GD as well to
GD as well. Yes.
GD as well. Okay, fantastic. We just have came to know all these things, but now the tuition fees, the most vital part, which actually people wants to know. People want to know about, especially the parents, because they need to calculate their budget. So, what about the tuition fees? And we need to see how it is affordable. And the thing is that what kind of scholarship you can offer to them. Would you please tell about this part?
Okay. Actually, we are offering scholarship up to 35% scholarship. All right, ranging from 10 to 35% scholarship. And of course, if students are very excellent in their academic, of course, case-to-case basis, and definitely with interview, we have higher scholarship. But of course, the higher the scholarship, higher the requirements, and higher the terms and condition. And of course, we also have a scholarship in terms of sports scholarship. Either they represent national or state, then they will be able to get the scholarship accordingly. In terms of budget, foundation and diploma program, it's ranging between side, you need to convert it for me. Yeah. For foundation and diploma, it's ranging between 23,000 up to 34,000 ringgit for 1 year or 2 years program. While for
So it's
degree
like 4 lakh something to 7 lakh something.
yes, around
In
there.
average. In month.
And for degree program, it will be ranging between 75 up to 82,000 ringgit for 3 years program.
For a 3 years program. Exactly. And for
Yeah.
masters?
For masters is about, again, it's just the same, about 6 lakh to 7 lakh Bangladeshi taka.
Bangladeshi taka. Masters is 1 year or 2 years?
1 year
1
program.
year, I think.
Yes.
1 year. So I have a specific question about scholarship. Like as you are saying, the 35% based on their excellence in their academic in other parts. But what is the how you will measure this excellence? I mean, how much percentage they should have? Could
Okay.
you give us any idea about that?
Okay, yes. Example, I will take the students coming from A level or O level, yeah. So example for students who coming from A level who wants to do, let's say, Bachelor's of Computer Science, and they get an excellent 3 A stars, right? 3 A star, because normally they will took only maximum 4 subjects, yeah. So either they get 3 A stars or 4 A stars, then they will be able to eligible for the highest scholarship, like 45%. Let's say students obtain 3A.
45 or 45 or 45 or 35?
This is for higher excellency. We have, like I mentioned just now, we have up to 45%. But again, it's case to case basis, and of course due to interview for that. For 35%, I would say if you have like maybe 3 A's or 4 A's, then only you'll be able to get the 35%. Of course, because our criteria to entry requirement is only 2 C's from A level. So for 2 C's, it starts from 10% scholarship. So again, it's a case-to-case basis. Students will be able to submit their document, and then we will cross-check and we will let them know how much scholarship they will be able to obtain.
Exactly. But I have some more question about scholarship, just to make sure to the students. Like, the scholarship is for the first year, or it is renewable every year, or how or on the total course? I mean, what is the criteria?
No, tuition fees is only applicable for the first year tuition fees only. But of course, if students have a very excellent result, let's say maybe 3.6 and above or 3.8 and above, they will be able to appeal for a second year, what we call as a progression or progression scholarship. Again, it's case to case basis.
Yes,
But for
it's
students,
possible, that opportunity.
yeah. But for students who are doing AUP program, when they transfer abroad, it is a confirmed scholarship for them. So they will get another additional scholarship. Like example, for the first year in Malaysia, they get maybe 15%, let's say. And second year onwards, they decided to go abroad, then they will also be able to get a transfer scholarship.
Okay. So just we'd like to know about the application process and payment process in a short way, because we already have completed 1 hour. So we have some more question to Kelvin as well. So just shortly, you can say the application process and the payment process in a short way, and the visa process as well. Yes.
Okay. In Malaysia, it's a very simple 5 steps to apply together with your visas and everything. I will make it fast. Number 1, you have to submit your transcript to prominent consultant for them to do an assessment. Once we get the assessment, then we will issue you the eligibility letter, either conditional or unconditional. Then you will have to pay EMGS fee of $710. Once we get the payment, we will start all your application, including your EMGS. Once your EMGS is approved at 70%, you will get your visa approving letter. Once you get your visa approving letter, you have to go to the nearest embassy, Malaysian embassy, either in Dhaka, to get your single entry visa, book your ticket, and here you are at INTI. Simple as ABC.
Simple process, and definitely
just cut short. Just send your applications to prominent consultant. Then he will arrange everything. Don't worry about it.
Yes, no worries about it. So I think, Ili, you must be tired because you have talked a lot. You know that. So
No.
I'm sure. So let's have a break from you, and just we'll go back to Kelvin. Kelvin, so we are at just end of the live session. So before ending of the live session, we just will come to know about the present condition of Malaysia due to COVID-19, and how you are making the policy for your enrollment policy for COVID-19.
Okay, just to touch on this COVID-19, I think that I believe that since this COVID-19 happened, a lot of these, I mean, a lot of things have been uncertain, a lot of the changes as well as the policy. But just to touch on that, just to brief you all what's happening in Malaysia, because every country have different way of handling this COVID-19. In Malaysia, we are still under conditional movement control order until 9th of June. So our government has loosened the rules by allowing certain private industry to resume their business gradually. Even the Malaysian government opened up the economy, but still need to adhere to standard operations procedure, while all the education sectors are still providing online classes to the students. So to touch on that, the most important thing I need to touch on, we have our most sophisticated learning management platform, which is the Blackboard, to enable our students to have a real-time online web-based learning platform. And we have some international students already joining INTI during the COVID-19 pandemic. So for this, just to inform you that the policy, a lot of things that, for example, is sending the documents previously will be by hard copy, but now that with the new EMGS rules, we can send in soft copy as well. So I think mostly these are the policies that still continue as usual. Like just now, Ili that mentions that the few things, the few steps, applications, and then the processing fee, how much is everything is remains status quo, no changes at all.
Exactly, and you know that every country, most of the countries, they are very flexible in terms of processing, in terms of enrollment process, visa process. Most of the countries, they gave the flexibility to the students so they can feel comfort and they can be positive and they apply from their home itself. And you know that the people and parents, they are a bit confused that I'm paying the same amount, but why should I take the online classes? I cannot able to go to the physical classes, but I'm paying the same amount, and why should I do the online classes? So, but I would like to, I mean, give them the confidence, because there is no difference between online and offline, because the same thing you are getting through online, or some of our students are already doing. And so far I know, Kelvin, the first 6 months or 1 year, it's completely theory based studies, so they can easily, there is no lab involvement, so definitely they can do their classes first couple of months online, which is very easily they can do. If they cannot fly, if they can move, definitely they can move immediately, the border is open. But still, for the first couple of months, they can do online. I think that could be possible, right, Kelvin, as there is no involved, the lab work, right?
Yes, I will have to answer that. Yes, so students will do the online classes. Definitely, they do not take any subjects that involving labs, like you mentioned. So it's basically more wherever they can do the tutorials and everything. Like Kelvin mentioned just now, the tools that we have, what we call as a Blackboard. Even though due to this COVID-19, our student learning experience has not stopped, because INTI has the right infrastructures and also the human capital to deliver the course online. So like you mentioned just now, Syed, students, there will be not much difference between face-to-face interaction and as well as online classes. Because even if the students are in Malaysia, they will, example for the class, the lecture may be about 4 hours lectures. 2 hours they will be doing a face-to-face classes, and the remaining 2 hours they will have to do it online. So this online experience has no difference compared to face-to-face interaction as well.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Ili, you have explained a lot of things, and I believe that this complete live session will be very helpful to all of our students, because we have explained each and everything. Finally, I would like to say, Brandon, if you have any few words, the last few words you would like to share to viewers that we have missed to ask Ili, or we have missed to discuss?
No, I don't think we are. I mean, Shahid and Ili and Kelvin missed anything. I think we have covered most of the more crucial and essential points that we need to tell the students. And let me so if you want me to conclude this, that will be my first opening speech to all the students. If you want to choose to study in Malaysia, INTI is definitely one of the best choice, because like what I say, we have been doing this for the past 34 years. And international students is our expertise. So so let's say you want to come and study in Malaysia, definitely INTI is one of the colleges you want to find out more information. So everything you can find from prominent consultant, definitely. Yep, that's my part.
Thank you so much. Kelvin, any last words you'd like to share to our viewers before ending the live session? Any final words that you'd like to share?
Yeah, anything? I mean, yes, just to highlight that the most important thing, that the motto that we highlight, so the 99%, 91%, and 60%, do remember these three figures, because these three figures, let me highlight again, 99% of our students will get their job within 6 months, 91% get the paid higher than the industry, and then 60% of our students will get their job before they graduate. So just remember these three numbers. But I'm not encouraging you to go and buy the lottery. Just remember this number, all right? So exactly. Please come to INTI, all right?
Exactly. So Ili, any last words? Any last words you would like to share? Anything? Because you already have shared so many things, but any final thing you would like to share? Any motivational word you would like to tell them? Finally?
Okay. And I think I have covered everything. So hopefully with all the information that all four of us provide you today will be a good insight for you, in order for you to make a better and wise decision. So I will say, just stay at home and let us come to you. Stay safe, and hopefully we will see you soon in Malaysia.
Yes. So same thing I would like to say. I mean, they stay in home, but think globally. Don't stop yourself inside the home. Just you need to think globally, and you need to move forward. So finally, I would like to say to our viewers, because we had a very interactive live session and a very informative live session last 1 hour, it's more than 1 hour already. So finally, I would like to say I have visited several times in Malaysia, and I also have a lot of experience for other countries as well. The thing is that Malaysia, why it could be a better destination, because sometimes you are feeling that if I have some money, and if I go to Canada through my part-time jobs, I can be a king. So it's a completely wrong idea. You cannot do anything through part-time jobs. Definitely you can only bear your living expenses, not more than that. So if you cannot pay your tuition fees, after 6 months you will be illegal. You cannot join any classes. So there is no use of going to Canada if you don't have enough money. So if you don't have enough money, and if you are not able to go to Canada or USA or UK, don't be upset, because it's not like that your life ends here. It's not like that your life is going to be end here. It's not like that. You have still time. You can start your journey from an affordable country, which is Malaysia. And truly speaking, Malaysia environment, you won't feel that you are in a simple country. The life standard, everything is very perfect like Western country. And the most vital thing is in Malaysia. Malaysia is completely a tourist country. It's a diverse country. It's not like that one kind of people are staying there. A lot of various people are staying there. I mean, there is no issues with religion. There is no issue with culture. So many multicultural people are staying over there. That's why Malaysia is most diverse, and it is called the hub of the higher education in Asia. So the thing is that Malaysia, that's why can be the better option. You start with Malaysia. Definitely you can do your credit transfer to those countries if you have budget, or you can finish bachelor degree, get a good job, and then try for scholarship to other countries. And you can also apply for PR. It's not like that if you cannot go after class 12 to Canada, then life will be that disaster. Don't think in that way. You can do within your budget if you plan in a proper way. I would recommend you don't take any risk with a small money to go to Canada and UK. And if someone is pushing, don't accept that, because it will make your life hell. Because I have a lot of examples, Ili and Kelvin, that from Canada I am getting a lot of calls. I would like to transfer after 1 year. After 1 year, after spending 1 year, they are already having 1 more year for the visa. They cannot extend. After that, they are saying me to transfer, because this 1 year they have not studied anything. So this is the reason. Be positive to your study. Be set up your mind for study only, not for job, because this is the right time for study only. And then look for job after study. Definitely nobody can stop you. And try to make yourself a property. Try to make yourself a property to the company. Okay, so then you don't need to think about the job. The company knows very well that how to take care of their property. So that's a very important thing. So thank you so much, Kelvin, Brandon, and Ili, for your wonderful time with us, and definitely we'll be in touch. So we are just ending up the live session. Thank you so much, and happy Ramadan. Have a wonderful day.
Happy Ramadan,
and have a wonderful iftar.
Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Pleasure is ours. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah. Bye. Take care.